modern Roblox is objectively bigger and better than old Roblox. So why does it feel emptier? It doesn't feel the same as it used to, and that may be for two reasons. Going away from all of the bad updates the platform has been getting lately, just when you think they couldn't release a worse one, they do. I'm talking about the feeling of the games, the feeling of playing Roblox, and why it isn't the same. There are two main reasons for this, as I said, and they sort of intertwine with each other, but at the same time they're pretty different. The first reason that I'll go over shortly: you just grew up and got used to it. One of the main reasons, for me at least, that I got so hooked up on Roblox was that it was something completely new to me. It was the first multiplayer game that I ever played, and the idea of be anything and build anything would really excite me as a kid. But over the years, less and less stuff sparked my curiosity as I got older. And this happens with pretty much anything, not only with Roblox, as my brain just got used to the platform. This is why, in my opinion, most Roblox revivals fail. You just won't ever be able to relive experiencing the platform for the first time. This doesn't have anything to do with Roblox changing. The same thing will happen to children playing Roblox today, who will grow up to be nostalgic for Get Fed to Splash. But I don't think nostalgia alone explains why Roblox changed, and more so the disappearance of what made it Roblox. Also subscribe if you like my content. And that could get to the second main point of the video. Roblox doesn't feel like Lego anymore. The platform was built on this Lego identity, a physics platform with a Lego aesthetic. And while they obviously had to move away from the whole Lego shtick due to copyright, for example how they changed from round studs to square studs, Roblox doesn't advertise itself like that anymore. It shifted towards becoming a game development platform. And while it was always like that, it transformed into a game development platform for actual studios of people, like Unreal Engine or something like that. The games got more and more complex over the years, to the point where there are some games that can rival actual studios, teams of people working for them. And I don't think that's a bad thing, but it doesn't really feel like Roblox. I think this shift can be marked from the day Developer Exchange was added to the platform, and while that was an amazing update and made the path for some developers over the years to be able to dedicate the time and effort necessary for making games, it also tracked the companies with the sole purpose of making profit. The big studios. You don't really see the same personality put in those kind of games. And also, you don't really see that much personality in popular games nowadays either. When's the last time you saw a Roblox game feature a fan art gallery or something like that? Man, I used to love those. Games nowadays are too focused on making you stay on the game for as much time as possible. Another problem I have with modern games is the lack of diversity. Every few months a new game breaks the ice with an innovative idea and reaps the benefits. After about a week, 1,000 copies spawn on the front page and keep spawning for the following month. Take a look at how many still brain art copies exist. Now, even back in the day, there were still some copycats around, but looking at the 2015 front page, almost all the games were unique. And to be honest, I miss simple games. Games thrown up in a couple of hours where the main appeal is the players interacting with each other, the players exploring the map like those weird hobbies. Games that had the vibe and atmosphere of one of those old Lego animations on YouTube. Like this one, you know what I mean? Roblox High School is a great example of doing that. And that's why I think people are really nostalgic specifically towards this game. Nowadays you don't really see roleplay games like that on the front page, and I kinda miss them, to be honest. I don't see a return in them though, due to the chat update. Like, the whole idea of roleplaying was chatting with other people, so yeah. Another update that affects a lot of these old games is the purge they got earlier this year / last year, where a lot of them got privated, like Dodgeball for example. But there's also a good thing to all of this. Something that I noticed in the past year specifically. Newer Roblox games created specifically to mimic the feeling of the old ones. And I'm not talking about the retro stop games or games like Forsaken that just have that style. I'm talking about games that fully try to mimic 2015-ish games, which I believe to be the Roblox golden era. I think Retro Studio and its community may also have a part in this. There's a lot of games like that on Retro Studio. A big example is You vs. Homer, that started on Retro Studio and also enjoyed even more success as a normal standalone game. Also, on another note, Roblox's recommendation system has gotten really good in the last couple of months. I get recommended bangers, the kind of games I'm talking about in this video, and also old games I never heard about. You could get these types of recommendations too. If you play enough games like that, Roblox will eventually start showing you similar ones. So if you're searching for a fix to the things I talked about in this video, maybe this is the way. So I think there's some hope for the future, but I don't see games like this ever going mainstream. maybe just in the way you versus Homer did, getting to a few 100,000 concurrent players but then fading out slowly. We'll see what the future holds for Roblox games, and until then maybe consider subscribing and tell me in the comments on all Roblox games that you miss playing. See you next time.